Hi guys. Sorry. Hi everyone. It is Jen Wood here from Infinite You. I am here to hop on and talk about a few things, mainly about when you have that overwhelming feeling that your whole world is falling apart. So if you are here, say hello, whether you're here live or in the replay. I always like to say hello and give everyone a nice warm welcome, and also check in and see who watches in the replay. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen Wood. I am the founder of InfiniteU.ca. My website is currently under construction right now, so I cannot refer you to there, but please feel free to browse around my Facebook page. If you are part of my women's only group, Infinite Juju, there's lots of great free stuff in there as well. I am Jen. I am an empowerment coach and energy healer. I work with heart-centered, compassionate women who are struggling to find their joy in this world. We're battling with their negative, critical inner voice, trying to be all things to all people, and just feeling like they're really stuck and overwhelmed. So I have a bunch of different certifications and many different modalities that specialize in letting go, releasing past wounds, heartache, kind of getting out of those ruts, retraining your brain to kind of become on a more positive, uplifting subconscious level, rather than that negative critical voice that we are so used to and accustomed to. So that is me. I am so happy to have you here. I am just going to share in my Infinite Juju group because some of my ladies like to watch the videos in that group instead of on the business page. So if you just bear with me while I share, I would greatly appreciate it. And it's kind of hard to talk and type at the same time. So I do appreciate your patience. If you are here again, say hello live or in the replay. If I am, oh goodness, if I am live, I will do my best to say hello to you. And if you catch it in the replay, then I will respond in the comments as well. So let's get started. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is I'm working right now with my Kickstart Your Confidence Women, and we are, and I have my rose quartz because I love my rose quartz, but we are creating some massive change already. We are just at the end of week 1, and hi Marcia, hi, how are you? And we've gone through some massive shifts already. And what keeps coming up in not just this group, but with a lot of my clients that I've been working with as well, is that feeling of like just breaking down, that complete like disappointment and devastation with life as a whole. And I think we've all been there. We've all been in that place where we've just been like, this is not how I imagine my life to be now. And it's that like despair and that like that heaviness that we carry in our heart of disappointment. It's when, you know, shit just keeps rolling downhill, and it feels like every time we take like one step forward, we end up taking 2 steps back. And it's so easy to just get like so overwhelmed in like the discouragement and like disappointment and frustration of feeling that we're clobbered and everything is just falling apart. And what if all of that feeling, all of those troubles, all of those parts where you feel are just like falling apart, what if it is actually the beginning of something falling together? If you have listened to my story and know about my journey, you guys would know that I struggled through a period of depression. I suffered from severe anxiety and depression. I was on the verge of divorce. I had moved out. My son and I had moved out from my husband, and my whole life was falling apart. And if you'd have told me back then when I was going through that it was the beginning of something amazing, I would have told you you are absolutely and completely full of shit, and there is no way that there is any greatness in what it was that we were going through. No friggin' way at all. And I would have been wrong. Because it was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. It was probably one of the best things that ever happened to him, to my family, to our entire lives. It was like earth-shattering, life-changing, change to the core. And it was absolutely necessary, and it was hard as hell. And I have never felt so discouraged, disappointed, hopeless, feeling of complete overwhelm and hopelessness. And I would do it again in a heartbeat if it meant the change that I got out of it, that we got out of it. So I understand, I can totally understand and relate when you are in that, when you're in that shit, when you are so stuck in that, like, that frustration and that, like, overwhelming feeling of despair. I get it. And I can tell you until I'm blue in the face that, like, things are going to get better, and you're not going to believe me. And I don't blame you, because I wouldn't have believed me either. But what I'm trying to say to you guys here is that, like, all of that stuff that's, like, piling on and feeling like you're just constantly getting, like, clobbered and knocked down is a direct correlation to the energy that you're putting out into the universe. And that's a tough pill to swallow, because it's a lot easier to place blame on other people for what it is that we're going through. And we don't want to admit that we are responsible for our own lives and everything that happens in our lives. And when you start to get that you are 100% responsible for every single thing that's happening in your life, that is when we can start to change it. And it's not easy. It is absolutely not easy. And it doesn't have to be hard either. So, I mean, I'm a stubborn person, and I was really good at holding a grudge. Like, really good at holding a grudge. If you'd wronged me 10 years ago, Lord have mercy, I would not forget. I would remember what you were wearing, exactly what you said, what you did to hurt me, and why I will never forgive you. And I used to be quite proud of that. And I mean, I can laugh at it now, but it wasn't contributing anything to me. I was holding myself in this prison. I was building walls around my heart, building walls around my life, and it's no wonder I wouldn't let anybody in. And so it was no wonder that I felt alone all the time. So when we start to acknowledge that all these things that are, like, piling on, and we feel that, like, overwhelming feeling of, like, stuckness, we created that. And the good news is that you can get out of it. There is so many tools, techniques, processes, help out there that you can do to break free of that feeling. No matter how deep it is, no matter how much it hurts, there is always a way out. And that's one of the things that I have become really good at, is working with people to be able to see what's in their heart, tap into what they're feeling, and really release what's holding them back. Because what we resist persists. So what we're fighting against, everything that we don't want, we are putting it out to the universe still, energetically, and having that vibration, and it's coming back. So, like, if you want more money, vibrationally, you're focusing on not having money. That's what you're putting out into the universe. If you were, like, gung-ho on your new diet, you are focusing on your excess weight. It's being able to shift our being, how we are, how we vibrationally be in this universe, that's when we can create the shift in our world. So it's not always enough to just change your conscious thoughts. Sometimes we have to go right into the subconscious. We have to change our autopilot, how we function on default. We have to let go of all of the past hurts, all of the walls that we've built up around us to keep us safe. We need to break them down so that we can really free ourselves and allow greatness to come in through the universe, through us, and really start living. And this is the thing that I focus on a lot, because my whole life I was really good at hiding behind a smile, and I was always just kind of ho-hum. And I seemed to really have my shit together. I mean, I had a lot to be happy about, and I was really good at faking it, but inside was just, everything was just okay. And if you guys know if you know what I'm saying, that like that just feeling of like existing, if you know what I'm saying, where you have that feeling where you're like, I know that there is more out there for me, and like I can't break through and get there. If you know that feeling of like just things aren't bad, but they're not good either, if you know what I'm saying, throw a 1 in the comments, because I get it. I was there. It's like you have nothing to be upset about, but you don't really have anything to be happy about. And I mean, we have our health, and we have our spouses and our children, and you know, and all those wonderful things that people tell us we have to be grateful for, but we don't feel it. And if you can have that gratitude, but it's like feeling the gratitude, actually being the gratitude, and like really just like embracing it. That's where like your whole vibration changes. That's where your whole energy, that's where you get lit up, and you put that out into the universe, and the universe is like, holy shit, she's on fire. Let's just keep sending her everything that matches that vibration. But when we get stuck in this like ho-humness, it's just like, yeah, things are okay. Things are good. I mean, not bad. Like, what is not bad? Not bad is not good either. So, like, you're putting that out there, that not bad. I mean, to me, not bad is not good enough. When people ask me how I am, and I say I'm super, I'm great, I'm fantastic, like, I mean that. Like, I am actually feeling super right now. And when I am feeling not bad, I mean, I'm still human. I have days where I'm feeling ho-hum, where I'm feeling not bad. I can recognize it. I can realize where I'm stuck, and I have the tools to get myself out of it. Thank goodness. Because that's a place that I spent far too long in, and it's not a place I want to go back to. There are so many tools, and what works for me may not work for you. I mean, do your research as well. Basically, the tools that I've used that work for me, I've got myself certified in them so I can share with other people, because that's what I'm passionate about. That's what lights me up, is that I want you, when I'm talking to you and I say, hey, how are you doing today? I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm feeling amazing. Like, I can't believe how good I'm feeling. And this is what I get when I'm working with my clients, is they're like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe the difference I feel now. It's like I didn't even know I was drowning until I got that life preserver. So like, if you are with me, if you are ready to just get rid of ho-hum, if you are ready to like break through those walls and like really stand up and be like, F this, I am ready for frickin' change. I am not living like this anymore. I want to be one of those people who find the joy in everything, who be the joy, like actually be the joy. Then like, send me a message. Tell me what's going on. Let's do this together. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be alone. And my goal is, if I can help one person, start to actually live rather than just exist, then my job is done. And that's what lights me up. That's what lights me up, is that when I get those emails, when I get those testimonials, when I get those people that are like, Jen, thank God I met you. That freaking lights me up so much. And that is everything that I need to keep moving forward, to keep putting myself out there, to keep making myself visible, kind of waving my freak flag over here, like, yeah, I know I'm kind of strange, and I know I'm a little bit different, but like, hey, if you feel me, here I am. and I'm here to help, and I'm here to serve. So if you feel like everything is falling apart, if you feel like you're in the middle of that breakdown, what if you are on the verge of something so freaking fantastic that if you just keep pushing forward, it's right on the other side. Just don't quit. Don't quit, because that change is not always comfortable. It's not always comfortable, and it's not always going to show up the way that we expect it. So for me, with my stuff that I was going through, it was uncomfortable as hell. I was living hell. I didn't care if I lived. I was so dark. And it ended up contributing to me everything that I had been asking for, showing up in a way that I just wasn't recognizing. So if you understand where I'm saying, if you're feeling that breakdown, it's like the universe is changing. Your whole world is just starting to like shift and crack and crumble and change, because something new is really starting to come out and really starting to blossom. So just keep moving forward. Don't retreat. Don't get scared, and don't quit. Keep moving forward. And if you need help getting through that, that is what I do best, and I'm here to serve you. And I know I'm just kind of rambling on now, and I'm a broken record, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta get ready for my group call. Thank you for listening. Again, please always say hi. I love to see who's joining, and if you want to reach out to me, my phone number is on this page. You can also private message me or email. My website is currently down, but it will be up soon, I'm hoping. So I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I will talk to you soon.